Liam, this is Glenn West with LSU Country. Just, I guess, talk about, the matchup this week and with Auburn and just some of the things you guys have seen on film, especially with their defensive front. It looks like they're pretty hectic in getting out and making tackles for loss and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a new, fresh challenge for us this week. On film, they could definitely looks like it could be the best group that we've gone against so far from like a defensive line and linebackers standpoint. It's going to be a big week for us to take the next step and rise to the challenge. Looking forward to kind of getting on the practice field today and starting to work against some of the looks that we're going to get and start building towards Saturday.
We often talk about how continuity can, not having continuity can be tough for an offensive line. I guess just kind of, you guys have played, I think, 10 guys already. And what challenge does that provide on a day-to-day basis?
So we definitely had a tough go of it in terms of having continuity with guys on the field. But something I had said a couple weeks ago was regardless of who's in there, the expectations has to be the same. That's something that Coach Davis he said that day one when he got in here. So I don't want to use that as an excuse. We got to play better at the end of the day. So hopefully we'll be ready to take that next step this week.
Liam, kind of when it gets into the running game specifically, is there something that y'all have found that has worked that maybe you're just not doing enough of, or is there something that y'all are really focusing on in that area to try to get that going a little bit more? Is it maybe just physicality, or kind of what have you all identified as the issues in that area?
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the issues we've been having, it's just it feels like we're really close. To breaking it open and getting the run game going. We have a really talented running back room, in my opinion. They're deep, and there's a lot of guys in there that can make plays. So we, as an offensive line, we got to improve in finishing up, making that extra effort and doing what we need to do just to give them just a little bit of space, to allow them to do what they can do.
Tempo was obviously kind of the buzzword a few weeks ago. It seems like you guys have added it. I guess just what does that – have you noticed these last few weeks that maybe open up things for you guys?
Yeah, I like our tempo when we get into it. I feel like that can be a big advantage for us, getting lined up quick and not letting the defense get set and get into what they want to do. So, I think we've progressed with that throughout the season. So. I'm hoping we can continue to work on that this upcoming week, because like Auburn's, they got a lot of big guys, good defensive line. So if we can try to get them on their heels a little bit, I think that could be an advantage for us. So.
And Liam, it's sort of around the same time as I think they addressed the tempo. Ed said that they sort of took some things off of Max's plate. Did that sort of change what you have to do before a play? And if so, how?
So we changed it up a little bit. It's still pretty similar to how it's been. Ultimately Max just has so much on his plate to start with. So, in my opinion, the more that we can do to help him is the better for the team, for him, for us as an offensive line and as an offense. So,
Hey, Liam, I wanted to ask you, since you've been here, what's it like? What's it been like in 2 years in practice and in fall camp to go against Damone Clark and the challenges he's presented, and maybe have you seen him elevate his game this year?
Yeah, I mean, since I've been here, Damone, he's a true leader on the team. He's a guy that shows up to work every day, and really pushes himself, the defense, me and the offense to be the best we can be, because he's showing up ready to go at practice. So if you don't show up to match with him, you're gonna look bad on film. So, he's a heck of a player, and I'm happy to see it come together more and more for him, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he continues to progress throughout the season.
Thank you, Liam.
Yeah, nice.